Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio on this? Yes, no, maybe? Yes, we do. Okay, great. Thank you. This is Marilyn, and it's the noon edition of Welcome to My World. This is the 28th of December. It's a Monday, and this is the last trading week of 2015. So this will be the last commentary that I do this year because it takes two of us to do this. Both I come on, but then we also have Tony, bless his heart, who records these and then gets them posted in case you miss them. So starting next Monday, a week from Monday, I'm going to come on twice in a day, and I come on at 9 o'clock in the morning and at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're going to try that for a while and see how that works. So Monday, when I come on too, I'll kind of lay out the ground game for the whole year. So if you miss that, try to catch the recording of that. But one thing I will tell you is that you really and truly need to have a business plan ready to go that first trading week of the new year, because there is literally no successful business on the face of this earth that can operate without one. And if you're just messing around here and fooling around, well, that's fine. But you're gonna be rewarded that way too. So if that's the way you want to get paid for just fiddling around, that's one thing. But if you're serious about this and you're serious about either augmenting your current income or becoming a full-time trader and earning your living this way, you must have a plan in place, and it needs to be monitored constantly. Otherwise, there's so much happening and so much going on, you tend to get off out into the tall weeds. So you have to keep focused on what is the main thing. And if the main thing for you is making money, then you've already got the guideline set out for your business plan. One thing that will help you also, at least it helps me, is to have a calendar. And I make my own calendar. I print it all out so I can go back through and note the major events of the year, FOMAC meetings and OPEC meetings and expiration Fridays and contract rolls for the markets that I like to trade. So you don't sit down every morning. It's when you've already got so many things to do with your charts and making sure you've got your magnets on your charts and everything's fixed the way you want it. And then you're kind of treading water if you don't have your day and your week laid out in front of you about what to expect. So for this week, this has been kind of slow early this morning, and the volume is way down. If you notice, crude oil contracts are only trading they're trading less than 150,000 contracts, which is pretty light volume. And the others likewise. However, there have been some nice trending movements. The rest of this week, we're going to see two things that happen this time every year. One is this is the last couple of 3 days here that the big money can move around, and it's being repositioned for assorted reasons. A lot has to do with compliance. Some of it has to do with the way they're trying to make their books look for the end of the year, all kinds of things like that. This is also the time when the retail traders realize that whatever it is that their accountant told them they were supposed to do before the end of the year with their trading accounts, which they told them this, last August and probably again in October, November, and they still haven't done it. So at the last minute, they don't want to be caught with, wash rule sales and all this stuff that affects taxation and, of course, runs their accounting bill up if the accountant has to go back through and find all this information. So there will be money moving, not that it will go one direction or the other. I mean, with any seriousness, but there's enough volatility in it to make some nice trades. And this morning we saw these indices sell off a little bit, and now it looks like the bus drivers turned those buses around. The NQ has led the parade for that bunch this morning, and the YM has been a little stronger than I had anticipated, but the NQ's definitely, and there was a nice trend in TF also. And of course our friend crude oil did the same. Gold has been a little bit choppy, and I saw a trade this morning on bonds, and I thought, no, I don't know, it's Monday, and of course now I wish I'd taken it. However, I didn't, but bonds put in a nice upward move off a classic apex E and a deviation level. Went right to the next deviation and some. So anyway, I think the best advice I can give you for the rest of the week is to watch your apex indicators and simply go where the indicators tell you. Don't expect a lot of volume over the lunch hour, but going into the close, there may be more movement. And we saw this morning pre-market, there wasn't much at all. And even for the first 30 minutes or so, 30 minutes, even first hour, very low volume. So with that said, I will have my charts up, my crude oil camera charts up all week. And I'll be in and out of the room. So if anybody has questions, I think Lori is around too. You can ask questions and post charts and see what the week brings us. But just don't get in the mode where you've already got your mind made up that the market's going up or down, because the reality is the bus driver doesn't care what you think. The bus driver's going to go where he's going to go. So that will be it, and I will sign off with this one. This has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. Thanks.